Yo guys, what is good? Zakaragi back at it again, and today we have a performance review for the Way of Weight All City 11 V2. So the V1 was already one of Way of Weight's best shoes on the market right now, so let's see if the V2 actually got better. So without further ado guys, let's get straight into the review. And starting with traction, and it's the same herringbone pattern and tough RB rubber compound that's used on the V1, and it performed very well on all court conditions, whether the court was clean, dirty, or even outdoors, and that excellent bite, and for some reason it feels a little better than the V1s. And I just love how you can take these indoors or outdoors, it doesn't matter, you're still gonna get that consistent grippy traction, that stop on a dime grip that you know you can rely on, and have full confidence knowing that this rubber compound, this traction pattern, can handle the wear and tear and beatings of the outdoor court surfaces. So another good thing about this traction pattern is that it is completely flat right here, meaning that it will wear out evenly, especially if you play outdoors. So speaking about outdoors, I took these outside to play tennis with my girlfriend. We're trying new things here, trying to learn how to play, and tennis involves a lot of the same movements as basketball. So I took these out and wore them a handful of times for a handful of hours, and I checked on them every single time after I played. I didn't see any signs of fraying. The traction pattern still looks great, still looks almost new, and the grippiness still maintained for outdoors and indoors after every time that I use them outdoors. So that's just something I love about these, but I have one complaint about them that I want to get into. So man, this solid rubber outsole just picks up more dust than a solid rubber outsole typically should. So you do really have to keep up with your wiping or you will be slipping here and there. Nothing too crazy honestly, but if you let the dust build up and you don't wipe, you can really slide out if you're not being careful. But like I said, as long as you're keeping up and being consistent with the wiping on dusty courts, you should be good to go. But all in all, I just love the traction on this shoe. It's a great feature and it's awesome, guys. Now for the cushioning, we have full length boom foam, and just like the V1, this low to the ground setup feels absolutely amazing on foot. The boom foam is bouncy and responsive and provides a great blend of court feel and impact protection. Guys, if you haven't tried out boom foam yet, you're missing out for sure, because boom foam has to be one of my favorite setups to play in right now. Like, it's just so awesome on foot, guys. It's one of those things that you really just have to try on for yourself to see how awesome it is. Like, despite it being a low profile boom setup that's caged within this TPU wrap, somehow it still feels bouncy and explosive. Like, this TPU wrap allows it to expand enough to also still remain stable on foot, which is great. So this setup really caters towards forwards and guards, but mainly guards because of how low profile it is. Also, the heel to toe transition on these isn't as smooth as I'd like them to be, but that's mainly due to how flat the outsole is. Now moving on to the materials, and this is the biggest change and improvement from the V1. This shoe uses a TP yarn woven fabric, which is almost like the same kind of materials used on the Nike GT Cut 2, and essentially is like a textile screen mesh that really helps to enhance other performance aspects of the shoe, like the comfort, lockdown, support, and fit, making this better than the V1. Like, the materials were so awesome to play in, guys. It required no break-in time at all. They're lightweight and breathable. Like, you almost forget that you have these on your feet. That's how comfortable of an experience they are, and they're also way more padded than the V1, especially in this tongue area right here. Super padded, as well as towards the back part of the shoe, even more padded. Like, man, just really adds to the overall comfort of the shoe and makes the playing experience in these way better. The lockdown on this shoe felt amazing. It was like a straitjacket thanks to the new updated lacing system, which features these two plastic buckles that that do an excellent job of keeping your foot locked into place. And for me, I didn't even need to lace these up as tightly as I normally do with other shoes to get that nice and secure fit that I prefer to play with. Like, that just goes to show how well this shoe hugs your foot and secures it into place. Like, when I lace these up, I only start tightening it up from the laces just above the buckle right here. That's all I need to get the secure fit that I like to have. So man, it just is so awesome to have a shoe with great lockdown, because it's one less thing to worry about because you know the shoe is going to lock you into place. Moving on to the support, and it's phenomenal. There's so much tech in the shoes that help in giving you amazing support. It's insane, guys. Like, Nike would never give you this much tech in their shoes. This shoe features a top-loaded and bottom-loaded shank plate, TPU wrap around the midsole, and a TPU clip on top of that TPU wrap towards the back part of the shoe. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this setup as far as support goes at all. This is probably one of the most supportive shoes I've tested out this year so far. Like, it has everything: torsional support, lateral support, you name it. This is such an awesome shoe for that department, guys. And if you're someone that needs more support in your shoes, look no further than these guys right here, as well as a lot of other Way of Wade shoes, because those guys are jam-packed with tech to support your foot. Finally, for fit, this is slightly narrow, but thanks to the materials, they feel like a glove, making it like an extension of your foot. So I'd really recommend going true to size, but if you are a wide footer, you could get away with true to size, but obviously trying them on in store first would help the most for you guys when picking a size that works best. But overall, guys, it's crazy to me how one of Way of Wade's best shoes in the All City 11 V1 just got that much better with the V2 version. Man, all it took was a simple change in materials and it made all the difference. So now I'm putting the V2 as one of the best performance basketball shoes of the year so far. I don't know where exactly I'm going to rank it within that top 10, but it's definitely up there. So comment down below and let me know what you think about these shoes, and if you've played in them, share your experience in the comments down below. But we're at that point of the video now, guys. It's time for hashtag Zacharagi what you rockin'. So for today, guys, I got my Nike by You pair of Sabrina 1s right here. Just an awesome shoe. I'm currently wear testing them, and if you guys haven't seen the last review I did for these, link will be up here, so make sure you guys go check out that video. So that is it for today. I appreciate all you guys for taking the time to watch this. I'm signing out. Peace.